Hello, welcome to Victoria's Place. A place where a girl like me will just give information out to how she lives her life, and maybe it could help in your life. Or maybe you could help me in mine. You know, it works both ways. Today's subject is going to be on dating. Now I know it's I could probably talk for hours on that, but I'm going to try to limit it to only 12 minutes. If I go any longer, this stupid thing is going to shut off and I'm going to have to turn it back on and spice them together. Dating is seems to be harder these days than it used to be. Men, well, guys will always be guys, in my opinion. I don't know what your... I don't know if you're bi, you're straight, you're gay, or whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But I consider myself a heterosexual female. So I go strictly with guys. And guys these days, I don't know. In earlier years when I was dating, I mean, it seemed that they would be a bit different. But now it's, they seem to be changing, not for the better. I think a lot of it has to do with the internet and social media, because they tend to get their gratifications or whatever through that, instead of meeting people. Men, I mean, this is my opinion, okay? I mean, men think about one thing, basically, when it comes to dating, and that's sex. You know? That's all they seem to think about, for the most part. There are some nice men out there. I haven't found any yet. Well, no, I have. I found one wonderful one. Somebody I'm dating now. I consider him my boyfriend right now, and I'll just take it slowly here and see how that goes. I don't really want to get serious right now. So, and he knows that. But he's very considerate and he's very kind. So, for now I found my Shangri-La. See how that goes. It wasn't an easy journey. By God, you know, all the men I went through to get to him. Oh God. I mean, there are tons of them. Tons of men. Hundreds, at least hundreds of men I've gone through to find him. And the problem with finding somebody these days is, like I said, depends what you want. You know, if you just want to have sex and casual hookups and all that kind of stuff, fine, you know, there's plenty of men out there for that. But if you want to have a longer relationship, somebody's going to stick around for a while, think more about you than about themselves, then it's going to have a lot harder work to deal with yourself, to deal with this. Men, I mean, like I said, I know a lot of girlfriends of mine who've given up on men. And, you know, and you wonder why there's so many lesbians in the world these days, or gay, lesbians especially, you know, because it's, they just totally lost interest in men. So they kind of go that route. I'm not saying that it's going to make a person a lesbian or whatever, but no, it's probably not. You're kind of... That's another subject. We're not going to get into that. But there are a lot more women, I think, that are more likely to date women other than men these days, because the men are just a pain in the neck. Jerks. A lot of them. No offense to you guys out there, okay? I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody. But that's what I've been finding, and that's what a lot of girlfriends of mine are telling me. Yes, there are some nice ones out there. Like I said, I have one. But, you know, it takes time to find them. How do we find them? Well, social media seems to be the easy way these days. That's the way I do it. You know, you just sit in front of your computer, get on and punch a few keys, get on a few sites, and start communicating. It's very easy, but it's very risky as well. You don't know who you're talking to on the other side. It could be anybody. And even if you get to a point where you get to know this person very well or whatever, you don't even know for sure who this is until you actually go out and start dating them. Just dealing with them online is not a way to meet somebody directly. It's a start. It's a communication. It's a way of bridging the gap. Like going to a singles bar or going out someplace in a social event or whatever. Even in the supermarket or whatever, you bump into people. I mean, a lot of people tell me didn't happen that way this time around, but if I ever start looking again, then I'll probably do less social media. I'll probably go more into, when the weather gets better, going out and just, not really looking, but, you know, putting myself out there. And, you know, hope for the best. They say the best guys come and the best situations happen when you're not looking for them. Probably very true. So, like I say, social media, there's several. There's dating sites. There's just regular chat sites. There's Facebook, Instagram. There's so many of them these days. And a lot of them, they're all about the same, really. I mean, even the associated, established dating sites, the popular ones you hear of, like Match.com or whatever, to me they're all about the same. I mean, it's just communications. You don't know what this person's putting on the other side. You could be putting anything down. So, my advice is if they start asking a lot of questions at the beginning, just, or if they decide to just, the first thing they want to do is see pictures of you. And that's a red flag. Don't worry. I mean, it's, a lot of men on there, they go online for one thing, and I'm not going to talk about it because I think everybody probably knows what it is. And some of them make it very obvious. My God, when you get on there, they, I call it their favorite plaything, their favorite toy. They love to play with it. They love to show it. It's like their pride and joy in life. Their gift to us. I don't know what they, I don't know why they think we are so fascinated by it. At least I'm not. I mean, it does a job and it's nice, but you know, it's not a magic wand or whatever that's going to make everything fine. It all depends on the individual and everything. So, if you happen to find somebody who's real nice and you don't get any of that, then, you know, after a while, you arrange a meet online in a safe place. Don't go go to a public place. Don't invite them to your house the first time. I've done it. It's a mistake. You shouldn't do it. Or go to their place the first time. Done that too. Shouldn't have done it. I mean, I've been lucky, okay? Nothing's happened, but don't follow that example. You know? And tell people where you're going. Or just so they know where you're at. In case something goes bad. Not saying anything's ever going to go bad, but you never know. So, let's talk about where a good first date is. I don't know. My opinion, a coffee shop, Dunkin' Donuts, anywhere that's sociable. Bars I tend to stay away from for the first time, and you might end up drinking too much or something like that and getting yourself into trouble. And so make it a place where it's not going to have any alcoholic beverages if you can. That's the safer way. Unless you trust yourself. And then fine, go to a bar and have a drink in the lounge with him or whatever. Maybe a little dinner afterwards. It all depends on the situation, how well you know this person. Now, dealing with, like I said, try to stay away from the first night stands, the one night stands. I mean, if you're attractive and everything, you don't even have to be attractive these days. It doesn't matter to men. They're very horny. Just go out there and don't anticipate a first night stand. If he suggests it, say no. Unless you really know this person very well. If not, forget it. A good night's kiss afterwards, or a hug, or something like that. That'll be fine. Oh, my cat, he's playing on the screen up there. If you hear some noise, that's what you hear. Stupid cat. He's playing with me on the screen. But I'm looking at a monitor as I'm speaking here. And that's what he's looking at. So, dealing with like I say, it's men are strange creatures. They always have been. It'd be nice if they understood us more, but they don't. I'm back again. Let's see, where did I leave off? Because the camera shut off and I had to go fix it. So, I guess it's going to be a long session. So, like I said about men, I wouldn't trust them at all. No. There are some nice ones, like I said. So, if all he wants, it all depends on what you want in a relationship yourself. It's got to go both ways. If you're just in for some fun or whatever, then he's going to be happy. He's going to be very happy because he's going to get what he wants. And you're going to get what you want. But if you want a relationship and you want more than just a one-night stand, it's going to take work. It's going to take a lot of trying to find somebody. So, like I say, I would, I mean, if you got time to spare, I do some social media, meet that way. Just be careful. Or, do what I like to do sometimes. I love to dance. You got singles places, too, for dancing. And it's special nights for meeting people. Look for these events. They're out there. Or, join some organization in town or in the area, or volunteer your time, or stuff like that. I'm talking about people who are not working now, or whatever. If you're working, then you could, try to meet somebody at work. Depends on the work situation. Find somebody you like, then, invite them to a happy hour after work, or have them invite you. Hopefully he invites you. I'm still an old-fashioned girl. I I like the man to make the first move. So, like I said, church events, community events, social dances, you know, even during the summer or whatever, during the good weather, when you got bands playing outside and you go out there, you know, you might bump into somebody. It happens. It's happened to me a few times. There are many ways to meet people, but you're not going to do it just sitting at home. You just got to get out there and you got to make yourself noticed. And they're not going to come knocking on your door, knock, knock, knock. I know you're in there, I want to date you. Oh God, that's not going to happen. No. You got to go look for them. They'll be out there looking for you, so don't worry about that. And actually, that's probably the best way to do it. You know, I was, like I say, I did meet somebody, and through the social media, so I feel now that I'm gonna see how this works out, and if it doesn't work out, then I'll see what happens with my career. My modeling career, and I got an acting career starting up now, and I'm sure that's going to put me in a lot of situations where I can meet people. I'll go with that, see what happens there. But you know, no matter where you go and meet people, whether it's online or whatever, men are going to be the same. So, just be prepared how to deal with them. For me, it doesn't take long before I find a jerk. Unfortunately, there are too many to count. But when you find a nice one, hang on to them. Oh God. Hang on. Unless you're not really wanting to get attached or anything. You like the single life. You like to play around the field. Not serious about getting married or having kids. I want to have a kid someday. I don't have any yet. But I still would like one. Hopefully it won't happen if I find the right guy. Let's see, what haven't I covered? Watch out for the lines that these guys give. Oh God, I've heard them all. You know, I mean, they'll tell you everything you want to hear. Everything you want to hear. You're the most gorgeous girl in the world. You're so beautiful. You're so sexy. You're everything. They're going to build you up and fill you up like a hot air balloon. And most girls would love it. I mean, who wouldn't get treated like that? But watch out. It could all be deceiving and fake. Just by their actions, see what they do. I mean, are they willing to wait before sex? Are they willing to, are they patient? Do they ask you a lot of questions? Think of you a lot instead of just thinking about themselves? They call you a lot? Or if they call you, is it just because they want something? This is all stuff you gotta find out. These men will break your hearts. They will. They don't seem to care. They don't seem to care about breaking a woman's heart. It's a real shame. And I hope that someday they'll get their own. I mean karma. You know, if they do something bad to a girl, They're gonna get it back. So, just get out there and enjoy yourself. And don't think about it too much. I don't know if you're gonna hear me too much because my furnace just kicked on. So I might have to speak up a little bit here. Oh God, I should have turned it off. So if you hear anything in the background, that's my furnace. It's inside. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up. I think I covered a lot of it. No, I just want to make it a point though. There are nice men out there, and not all women are nice as well. I mean, we can be pretty bad ourselves sometimes. But I feel for the most cases, it's the men who are the jerks. My opinion. I mean, I don't want a bunch of men knocking my mom and say, "You're crazy, girl." I don't think they'll say that. I think they'll agree. I even have a lot of them agreeing with me. They say, "You're right, we are jerks." Oh, at least they're honest about that. So, like I say, I'm not a perfect teacher on this or whatever, a perfect example. I've gone through a divorce. It didn't work out the first time. And maybe it's because I married too young, I don't know. But I'm not gonna make that mistake again. Take it slow, enjoy yourself. Don't get your expectations up too high. Don't fall in love too soon. My God, we do that too damn easy. But that's what we want. We want a man to treat us nice, not just as a sex object. We want somebody to cuddle with, somebody that understands us and treats us nice, as equals. Treats us like a lady. In my opinion, I want a guy who treats me like a lady. It may be different with you, but I know different types. So, have fun. Enjoy yourself, and I hope you learned something, and I hope if anybody wants to put any comments there, say or disagree about anything I've said, fine. I'm sure there are some people that might not agree with what I said, or the other way around. So, I love you all, and keep smiling and loving life. It's so beautiful.